Namaste, beautiful galactic starseeds, and welcome back to my channel, IndigoAngel. Welcome if you're new. If you're returning, put a like on the video as you come on in the room and hit the notifications bell to continue to receive my messages. So today I was guided by Spirit to simply just slow down a little bit and simply focus on the angel messages for the 6 major universal starseed collectives and just dial back into the harmonization of our angelic ascendancy and reconnect to source. So I will be reading spirit messages for 6 universal nations. This will be Andromeda, Arcturus, Pleiades, Orion, Sirius, and Lyran starseeds. So the fear infusion has seemed to amp up again, and it's at that level of quantum unfolding as so many of you may be feeling this wave remake its way through the collective again. It kind of happened at the beginning of the quarantine, and now that we're a couple weeks into the quarantine, it's kind of resurging through the collective again. You can really see this and feel this through each extraterrestrial, each ultra-terrestrial, spiritual, celestial collective, as each one really works through their own density and their own collective reality fields and how they personally relate to the current events. And according to their own guiding nations and their affiliation to these specific sciences of ideas. And so there's a lot of infodemic static that continues to pollute the frequency networks on YouTube and the media and just through our friends and family as everybody's collecting information and giving information and sharing information that it can be a little overwhelming. So I'm really suggesting that we all just take a moment to really start to simplify from a spiritual level, go back in, reconnect to the angels, reconnect to source, reconnect to your higher self, and start really investing in prayer and meditation at this time because some of the most recent stuff that I've collected lately in terms of current information, and I'm not going to get into a lot of this, but I'm just going to express some of the stuff because this isn't the focus today. But essentially, we've had all of the major meat plants are closing. I think 3 major meat plants are shutting down. So we are going to see more food outage in the grocery store. So as you start to see this, as you're going into the store, don't allow this to alarm you. Don't allow this to set you in a state of panic. That this is the domino effect of shutting down the country. And so it's just going to take time for us to get back on our feet again. Also, this also might be a good thing because a lot of these meat plants were owned by China. And so we're actually disconnecting from our international need for our food. I also seen though that the retailers were pulling seeds from the shelves. So now's a really good time to make sure you have seeds, just so you can prepare to garden if it comes down to that. I know that you can still order seeds on like Amazon and online. So now's a really good time to stock up and just have this back stock of seeds just in case, in terms of all of your prepping that you may have done. Also, I heard that they were boarding up windows in local malls and in retail stores, and the government groups are preparing for possibilities of public riots as well. So these are all of the extremes that are playing out. These are all of the realities that are all simultaneously existing because all reality fields are simultaneously existing. But even through this uncertainty, we have to maintain our hope. We have to maintain our connection to God's source, creator, and we have to maintain our connection to spirit and staying positive. So we don't want to get too excited. We need to stay calm. We need to stay patient. We need to really ride this through and ride this out. But if it comes down to it, be prepared to stand up as well, right? Be prepared to take a stand. And so I really hope that this message finds you in the highest divine light today, as I know all nations at this time are working through a lot of polar static. All Starseed origins are working through a lot of polaric codes, so to speak. And so that's why I'm going to read out of 2 decks today, just to coincide the vibration of polarity and just show how we can infuse the crystal grid network, we can infuse the silicate matrix with a redirection of harmonic energy, regardless of the polar static, okay? So I'm going to be reading from 2 decks that kind of portray that global polarity. I have the Angels of Atlantis deck. This is more expansive in terms of the light. And then I'm also going to be reading out of the Angelarium deck, which is the Oracle of Emanation. So this has a darker vibe to it. Kind of has like an underworld vibe, but it's more of just representing the internal subconscious as well. So that's why I really like this one. I think each deck kind of gives that polarity that I think each Starseed collective is really working through. I also wanted to throw this out there. Lisa Renee wrote an article called Armor of God's Spirit, and I believe a channel called Ascension Energies just posted this video, but I highly recommend this article because she really goes into explaining how, connecting back into the light source inside is what is going to protect the soul. It's going to protect the spirit. It's going to protect your loved ones. It's going to amplify your light body, your immune system, and it's going to draw you back into a heart-based reality and really just allow you to uphold a spiritual armor in the thick of spiritual battle and spiritual warfare and negative agendas and uncertainty. So I really highly recommend reading Lisa Renee's article, Armor of God's Spirit. Okay, guys, so it was really inspirational this morning for me as well. So I'm just going to read these angel messages for you guys. And I just wanted to say too, I was guided to get 3 red candles. It represents the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra. And I have been feeling that collectively, the planetary root chakra is where we all, as universal guardian nations, as universal coherent organic humans who are here to really nurture the growth of humanity and nurture the positive in humanity, that we really need to redirect a lot of our focus in terms of meditation and prayer back to the planetary root chakra. And I was guided to get these 3 candles after I had a dream the night before that of a red balloon. And then the next morning I actually woke up to my stimulus check. So some of you might want to check your bank accounts because you may have received the stimulus. But it is connected to money, and it's connected to the foundation, and it's connected to restabilizing this. So we're not, suffering from the Tower of Babel seal, essentially, in the last vertebrae of the spine. This is where the seal is placed, is in the last vertebrae. That seal has been basically released in the planetary shields and also in the biology of the human body. And so there's just a lot of focus and healing that needs to be directed in this direction. And so interestingly, we got the root chakra for the Andromedan starseed. Okay, so the message is courage. And Andromedan starseeds, you are upholding of the covenants. You're upholding a lot of the commandments and the declarations. You're upholding a lot of the moral human behavior. And so as a collective on Earth here, you may be the ones holding those responsible, accountable, right? So you're really focusing on healing and repairing the root chakra within yourself. You are needing a boost at this time of this courage. You're needing a boost from this angel, Archangel Hanael. Also, we also have Angel Material, Angel of Rain. But it seems that you may have recently felt that, your energy is dwindling. So you might need to call upon Oracle for support. And Hanayel is basically a shield for humanity. So that's another thing. When we engage in prayer, we engage in meditation, we engage in especially collective meditation, we activate the planetary shield. So we actually activate this layer of protection. And this is exactly what was in Lisa Renee's article, The Armor of God. So we are calling within to activate these shields and protect ourselves so we can fully face these situations. Just do not doubt your truth. Do not doubt your convictions. Find your strength and push forward as a spiritual warrior. And as far as this message here with Materiel, Angel of Rain, this is just saying to continue to allow yourself to be cleansed, continue to allow yourself to be healed. Let the rain fall where it may. It's also signaling a change. It's also signaling a shift. So there's a lot that's coming through at this time. And this presence can be felt, it can be seen, it can be heard. It might feel very heavy. It might feel very saturating in terms of what's flowing through for you, Andromeda. But it's just saying to hold strong in the strength. These moments of just allowing yourself to cleanse and heal are vital for the outcome of your journey. They're vital for the outcome of your future. And so we're just needing to take praise in that and really connect to water. You might even need to be drinking more water. That's another message that's been coming to me personally. I need to be drinking more water, especially at this time where we're under such bioweaponization and all of this stuff that's playing out on a level of radiation and how it's affecting the genetic mutations and all of this stuff. Drinking lots and lots of water right now is super key to keeping our systems healthy, keeping our systems flushed, and clearing the toxicity within. So grounding, courage, and the Angel of Rain for Andromeda Starseeds. So this is for Arcturus. So Arcturus, your collective is so expansive in terms of what it's doing on a quantified level here on Earth, in terms of just everything astrologically, everything biologically, everything planetarily. Through the arcs, you're bringing through so much new encoding, so much new information, so much intelligence, so much technology, revelation. You really are a huge part of the interface systems in terms of all of the crystal rods, the crystal grids. So you're going through a cleansing. You're going through a lot of heart chakra clearing at this time. There's a lot of water and fire forces that are drawing you into this harmony. And you have Archangel Raphael as your angel messenger. You also have Binah. These are strong elemental forces. They've come to cleanse and they've come to basically release energy. There's a lot of transforming energy coming through the heart chakra of the Arcturian collective. It's coming through to provide more mental clarity. So that way you can really embrace the intellect and the knowledge. When we step into a lot of knowledge, we want to be very careful to be delicate with how we light this flame, right? Because we want to be light and we want to be inspirational without dimming other people's purpose, without dimming other people's light, and without basically, instigating more fear as well. So this is a time that we have to be very cautious of that. It's all about creating purpose in your life as well. So blossoming into the heart of existence, into the world through information, through knowledge, which is a huge Arcturian strength. And we need knowledge really ultimately to balance out power, right? So there's a huge knowing that comes through balancing. And there's also power in not knowing as well. So just knowing that we're living in a learned, shared experience. And so it's just about being gentle as well. We need to be gentle of others. So there's definitely a heart expansion going on within the Arcturian collective, Archangel Raphael, and Binah knowledge for the Arcturian collective. This is for Pleiades. Okay, so we have Archangel Hanael, and we have the message integrity. So another root chakra. So Pleiadians, Archangel Hanael, root chakra, integrity. So it's saying you need to take a look at, the essential parts of your life, and how to integrate them. Essential becoming one of the key components at this time. What's essential and what's not. It's really forcing us to look at what's important, what's not important. How do we balance out these things in our lives and our realities? How do we find strength in untruthful challenges and turn these into opportunities for truthful acceleration? And so this is all about encompassing truth and integrating this into the centeredness of life. It's about weighing out our heart for truth. So there's a lot of Archangel Hanael, a lot of root chakra coming up here. When we work on strengthening our own personal integrity, that's when we can appreciate the sacredness of clarity. And so this is when we can start to actually feel blessed. Those in the Pleiadian collective might be feeling the judgment here. So we have Jevera. So Jevera is the hand that separates the rule of law that brings order to the world. And Jevera assesses what is just, helping us overcome our adversaries both without and within, and leaves us with the power to cleave apart a unified whole and leave its component pieces. It's a trait that commands as much fear as respect, because with it comes an inherent violence. So this does this without anonymity, and this is an act that must be committed to create balance. So in order for us to reestablish this balance, you can see as a collective, Andromeda and Pleiadian collective needing to focus on the root chakra. This pillar is the opposite side of the tree. So this is the equal opposite resistance. Without both of them in equal measure, we have no means of maintaining healthy relationships, and we must have judgment to discern what is healthy for us so that we can bring it into our lives and embrace it. So there's a lot of bravery in this. Also a lot of surrender, a lot of law that can be found in that, and also punishment as well. So we have to be very cautious of our inner talk and how we're treating ourselves and how we're treating others. Really, we're needing to not be so harsh and embrace this integral part of the energetic body. Pleiadian collective. So Orions, this is what we got for you here. I love that. Love Archangel Sandalphon, and also Remph, Angel of Time for Orion collective. That could not have been more perfect. Orions, you basically hold the time codes. You are the timekeepers for humanity. In terms of your Stargate locations, this do extend into the deserts, and the deserts are humanity's timekeepers in terms of the sands of time. That's why the hourglass is a measurement of time for us. And so it only makes sense that this would be something that would need to be brought to awareness within the Orion Starseed collective. But ultimately, the message is love. Archangel Sandalphon. So Sandalphon is considered the sacred guardian. And this is also the soul star chakra. So this is in the center of the earth. And Sandalphon sows the seeds of dreams, belief, wishes to come true. So everything that you desire, he basically collects these desires and he plants them like fertile seeds inside of the earth. It's also reminding you, Orion starseeds, that you are a beloved child of God and you are a peaceful lover at heart. And this also signals new love or renewed love or a dawning of love. This is about compassion, and this is about embracing the Christos energy, the Christed energy within, and being uncompromisingly beautiful from the deepest depth of your soul. It's asking you to create this in radiance for all beings on this earth at this time, and to look into that beauty and create a prism of the divine and shift your perspective to the angelic realm. Means to become an angelic human and to start to speak miracles all around you. And so that's beautiful, Orions, and you are very much deserving of this love and compassion at this time. Your collective has taken such a hit in terms of the biowarfare that's playing out, in terms of the planetary location, and just in terms of everything of the duality that the Orion starseeds uphold on the planet. A lot of unhealed collective trauma here. So there's a lot of healing that's going to be coming to the Orion collective, to embrace this with an open heart and to allow this to flow into your energetic body. Now, this is Remph. So with Remph, it's just asking you to be eternally vigilant. And it's asking you to move through the space measured out with more precision. Be more conscientious of your actions and the footsteps and the imprints that you're leaving upon society or even the generation to come. We're all bound to this earth marker through the passing of time. And so every life is counted for. Every life on this planet matters. Every second within the sands of time and those moments in time are all very fleeting. Fire basically burns until it doesn't. And so lives are lived until they aren't. And dreams are dreamt until we wake. And there's a lot of waking up that's going through this Orion Starseed collective right now. A lot of awakening. This is where the majority of the awakening is happening. It's just basically asking us to turn these pillars that are blocking us between past, present, and future, and to merge these corners into every second of movement. And so that way we can have a full spectrum between moments, like a wave, and allow the energy to pass through the tree of life. Allow this energy to be sovereign as well. Okay, so beautiful message, Orion Starseeds, Archangel Sandalphon. Okay, next message is for Syrian Starseeds. What do we have for Syrians? Okay, so Joy, Archangel Japhael, and also Archangel Gabriel, the Angel of Heralds. So most of you may know that through the Syrian collective came a huge healing through the Mother Arcs. A lot of children were being rescued from inside of Earth, and through child human trafficking, and also just a lot of the stuff that all of the adrenochrome harvesting, all of the stuff that was being exposed from the deep state, all of this came through, and there was a huge collective healing, a collective wave that came through the aquamarine ray, came through the Syrian collective, because the Syrian collective is in a lot of coalitions with a lot of other nations. So they're the most networking in terms of healing at this time. And so the message is Japhael, the message is joy. And of course, we have that dolphin energy for Sirius. Archangel Japhael is the holy liberator. So he liberates energy. And that's exactly what came through with that Syrian healing with the children, was a liberation. It unblocked energy and helped with the movement, helped with the flow. This chakra is also I believe this is the soul star chakra, so that's going to be about the 11th dimensional chakra, which came up with Stargate 11, with my galactic energy update as well. But this is going to bring forth joy. This is going to just remind you that we all came from Source, which is a space of total well-being and infinitely unfolding creative possibility. And so don't be afraid, Syrians, to explore the playfulness of life's joy even during these times. Don't feel guilty about this. Soak in the effervescence of play. The dolphins also remind us of this carefree energy, so we can tune into the dolphin energy. This is why a lot of that energy was assisting with liberating the children, was because this is the energy you do feel as a child. You feel joy, you feel carefree. So it's just reminding you to try to feel joyous and elemental as well within your journey, and release energy from your crown chakra to help embrace the frequency of joy. And then we also have Archangel Gabriel, and this is Angel of Heralds. So this angel really stands between gateways. Archangel Gabriel is somewhat of a gatekeeper in terms of the spiritual realm and the rest of existence. He's like a lantern holder, so he shines light into the dark, and he basically breaks open the unknown and kind of banishes doubt. So whenever you're feeling this doubt, just call upon Archangel Gabriel, and allow it to fill you, allow it to shine this light, and allow you to take action and use it as fuel to shine your light even brighter, and assist with piercing the dark and leaving changes in the world and waking others up. Whenever you're feeling that you're alone at this time, just think about Archangel Gabriel's lantern. I do believe this is probably symbolic to his lantern, the light that he holds, the light that he shines into the darkness. He's also the angel of annunciation, so he would deliver the messages. Syrians, you deliver messages, and you very much did very clearly with the liberation of the children. So Syrians, you're very much committed to assisting the collective in that way. Okay, so last messages are for the Lyran Starseed, and we have Archangel Raphael, Earth Force, and Zachariel, Angel of Memory. So this is the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael, Earth Force. So Raphael is another heart chakra clearing. This is all about fourth dimensional heart chakra, lovingly suggesting that you may be in need of grounding. As we have two collectives with heart chakras, two collectives with root chakras, and then we have two in the higher densities as well, or higher dimensional expression as well. But essentially, Lyrans, yes, you're going through a heart clearing. Lyrans, you're going through so much overall all the time, though. You're upholding the highest density structure in the collective reality fields, and you're dealing the most with the repairing, the most with the healing. And so you're provided this earth force. You're provided these beautiful energies that course through these heart centers, like the Glastonbury tour, like the heart chakra of the world, right? If you've been feeling like you're moving too fast, physically or emotionally, as consequences of stress, it's just basically asking you to take a moment to breathe, find stillness, connect to Mother Earth. Let's not forget about our natural ways. Let's disconnect from the electronics. Let's go really dial into nature. And just remember that Gaia is always here to uphold us in this unconditional motherly love that is her story, right? This isn't his story. This motherly love is her story. So we need to tune into her story. And we need to embrace all of this beauty and all of this purity. Other messages I've been getting a lot is purification is so necessary at this time right now as well. Purifying your diet, purifying your thoughts, purifying your heart, releasing attachments, releasing engagements to disruptive relationships, stop engaging, disconnect, and really go within and embrace this healing energy, and open up to connect with the earth elements inside. We have Archangel Zachariel, angel of memory. So this angel just basically winds and unwinds the thread of thought. Memory kind of ties thoughts and neurons and synapses together. Memory also has no worries or concerns. So you are safe to wrap yourself in the bands of time gone by as well. It is a warm and safe within fog that this angel kind of creates, and greets you and welcomes you and longs for you, similarly to the source itself when it comes to our memories of just being here on this earth, and how precious this really, really is, and how precious we all really need to be in gratitude for this. It gives us the power to remember that balance is also by the power of forgetfulness. So we can kind of come back into balance just by forgiving and forgetting, right? Pouring memory into the cup of forgetfulness can make room for new memories, also forgiveness as well. So just embrace some things as okay to leave behind. And I think we're all kind of working through this at this time, that we're going through these processes of just identifying truth and leaving behind what's not making sense at this time, and not trying to feed any of the fear at this time. Okay, guys, so beautiful messages for Starseed Nations. I love you all so much. I hope that everyone is finding peace at this time. I hope that everyone is able to tune back into spirit, rebalance their energies, connect to what's really, really important at this time, which is your foundation, which is your family, which is focusing on what you have, being grateful for what we have. And I really hope that these messages helped any of you today in terms of the Universal Starseed Collectives. And if you would like a Starseed origin reading, you can find me at IndigoAngel222.com. I'm also doing Akashic record readings. I'm also going to start a new reading where I'm going to do pre-universal origins. So origins beyond this universal matrix. And I'll be putting this up on my website shortly. So if anyone is interested in a reading of their pre-universal origins, you can message me at IndigoAngel222@gmail.com. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.